There's one. Holy cow. Get in here, get in here. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Yes, I knew it. Get in here. Yo, come on, baby. Come on, please eat it. Can I just get one big one, please? Oh, there's one. There's one. Whoa, big one. Gosh, if I can just like get a bite in one of these little pad fields, I will slow the heck. There we go. The heck down. Let's go, baby. Yes. Well, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Uncut Bass Fishing Channel. My name is Tyler. I'm the host of this channel. You may recognize my face and my voice from my other channel called Tyler's Real Fishing, but my goal remains the same on both channels, to help you all become better anglers and catch more fish. But of course, on this channel, it being in a totally uncut format, the good, the bad, the big fish, and yes, sometimes a lot of the time, the small fish, all caught on camera for you guys to watch. Now, as you can tell from the drone shot, the lake I am fishing on is absolutely beautiful. There is tons of good shallow water to fish. The trees are turning colors. Fall is here in the north, which could mean absolutely amazing fishing, or based on the conditions, the wind, the high pressure, and the post-cold front, it could be really, really tough. So I've got a variety of different techniques I'm gonna try today, from topwater to flipping, but really the key is gonna be fishing shallow water, because that's where the bass in this lake live. Now, all the episodes on this channel are brought to you by my merch brand called Infinite Outdoors. I'm wearing the pullover hoodie, which by the time this video comes out, should be back in stock on the site. If not, it'll be very, very soon. I will have that link down in the video description, as well as the stitched hat and all the other hats and shirts we have. The name Infinite carries two main meanings, the first of which, there are infinite possibilities of having fun, making memories in the outdoors. On this channel, we do mostly fishing, and then as a man of faith, I believe in a God who loves us infinitely, that he would send his son to die on the cross for our sins so that we can come into a relationship with him. So no pressure at all to support, but if you want to check it out, it'll be linked down there in the video description. Now, enough talking. Let's get either to a really tough day of fishing or a really fun day of fishing. We're here for either. All right, so a 2-hour timer on the clock. I don't want to be out here all day, but that starts our fishing today. So as you could have seen from the drone shots, fall is here where I'm fishing here in Minnesota. Trees are changing colors. Water is turning over, which means the oxygen is flipping in the lake from top to bottom. You got algae bloom going on. Nasty, nasty shallow water. But from what I hear from a buddy, this lake is a shallow lake. So these bass dwell in the shallows. So I don't know if the conditions are gonna be ripe for it, but we're gonna try to fish some topwater. We're gonna try to flip a creature bait around, little rattling rage craw, and hope for the best. Again, my goal is to help you guys catch more fish, and whether we catch a lot or a little, that's gonna be the goal today in these next 2 hours. So hopefully you're strapped in and ready to go. Conditions, we've got, like I said, fall time. Nasty water. Water is 63, which is kind of, you know, general Minnesota fall time temperatures. We got grasses dying, pencil reeds dying. So anything alive, I think is gonna be key. Anything living. There's one. Holy cow. Get in here, get in here. What a horrible hook set, but I got him. Let's go, let's go. Start the uncut out good. And power pull down here, there could be more fish in the area. That's what I like to see. And as y'all saw in a previous uncut, new Strike King Buzz Minnow, Rage Minnow, absolutely gets him in the roof of the mouth. That was not even a good hook set, but it got a good result. 2-pounder to start. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. So they will eat a topwater. That is good information. It means I may not have to flip, but again, if it's fishing gets tough, or I find an area that has lots of bite topwater and they stop biting, maybe I should flip around as a follow-up bait. But man, it is fun to catch a lot of topwater. My boat was going so fast that I was not ready for that bite. Oops. Oopsie daisies. All right, well, one fish. I'm gonna start flipping my way around here. Where there's one, there's sometimes more. Usually in offshore spots, not as much shallow fishing. I mean, I'm in like 1.5 feet of water right now, so not as big of a pattern there. but that is fun. That is not a bad time. You will hear me complain 0 times about that. 0 times. Now I'll show you an example of where I'm at right now. I'm in a little cutout that when somebody builds a home on lakes like this, there's so many pencil reeds, sometimes fields of rice, that kind of stuff, that they have to dredge out an opening for their dock and their boat. And so there's lots of little canals. So this lake may have, I mean, what, 20, 30 canals around it. And that's one bite in one canal. So I'm kind of hoping I can just catch them out in the open, just run in the wide open areas. But I kind of doubt it. That was a very like specific fish location. Little backwater, I say backwater, little shallow cut off a shallow cut, but in relatively open water. It wasn't like I was making a pitch into this stuff right here to get that bite. So we'll have to see. But I like starting out the uncut with a fish. Let's go. 2 hours on the clock. Don't want to be out here all day. But I do want to catch some fish. That I do. And you're maybe wondering, Tyler, why are you not fishing a topwater in this area? Well, it's because it's just there's not a whole lot of opportunity to make a cast. So the amount of targets I could hit, especially with a buzz toad type of topwater, I just can't make a whole lot of presentations without my bait hitting the next pencil reed and having to bring it over. So I prefer to flip and pitch. I guess pitching is technically what we're doing here. We're not doing any flipping. I prefer to pitch a creature bait around in this kind of stuff until I get back to some open water. I'm not really sure. I think that was like 1.5 feet deep. So I mean, maybe I can go shallower here toward the bank and get bit, or maybe that was the shallowest a fish is going to be. I'm not sure. But I like this little section here. Some taller cattails mixed with lily pads. I mean, it's all dying. It's the nastiest looking water possible. You can tell from my chest mount. It's not very good looking stuff, but it may hold a bass. And you're gonna see this skeeter, y'all, get into some stuff today. We're getting shallow. We're getting shallow. Okay, it's like 8 inches up there. That's too shallow. That's too much. Let's go out this way. Goodness. Come on now. Oh, we're just kicking up black dirt. Yeah, that's too shallow. That is too much. As you can tell, no live scope today. We are hands-on fishing. We are stinking full UFC mode going here. Full UFC. Just ripping through this stuff. All right, I kind of like what's opening up here. A little bit of an opening. Leave my flipping rod out, but grab the buzz shad, rage shad, whatever it's called. It's not as shallow. It's probably about 2.5 feet here. But I'm not opposed to wrenching a 4-pounder out of 2.5 feet as opposed to a 1.5. Make sure to stick around for the comment challenge. I try to remember in every single uncut to give away to one of you in the comment section one of the lures that I'm fishing with. And it will not be announced. It'll be random in the video. I'll catch a fish and then I'll give you a prompt. And man, I mean, I'm like, what, 28 or something videos into this channel so far? I'm running out of prompts. I don't have a whole lot of questions to ask you about what things you've caught fish on and what your favorite lures are. I'm kind of running out. Let me check my lighting here. We're okay. We're a little bright, but it's all good. This is the worst lighting conditions ever for filming. All my videographers will agree with me that absolute bright sun is just blech. The good thing is lighting doesn't change, so at least it's bad the whole time and I never really have to touch it. But oh, I would much rather have a mostly cloudy to overcast day. Everything just looks prettier. The water, the trees, especially in the fall. Gosh, I love a gray day. I like gray, call me monotone. Well, we got another one of these cuts here. So let's see if we can go 2 for 2 on residential cuts. And if that's the case, man, I'm gonna literally troll in and out of each cut, hop on the big engine, push myself quickly to the next cut, and do that all these 2 hours. Because if there's a pattern, I don't want to just waste time not running that pattern. That makes sense. That would be dumb. Oh gosh, that was one. Okay, okay. Might be a pattern. Might be a pattern. Should probably flip a craw in there, but I'm gonna go back in with a frog. Felt pikey. Sounded pikey. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Way too close now. Let me also flip in this dock here. Let me also flip this dock here. I like docks. I like turtles. All right. Nothing on the dock. Power pull down here. Flip around this, whatever kind of grass this is. Not even sure. Not a very common Minnesota grass. Looks like dang grass in your yard. Okay. But the bass, I mean, it seems like if you get one around a bass, he's gonna chase after this frog and eat it. I'm not sure how many specific areas are like this that I can get around enough fish. Gosh. And the more used these frogs get, the less weedless you got them. All right, I'm gonna make a cast. I'm gonna make one down the side of this dock here. Let me check my chesty, looking good. Yeah, bad cast. We are on the dock. Do not get stuck, Tyler. Thank you. All right. That would have been tough to get a hook set anyways if I had hooked one. Let's make a flip in here. Little shallow area of pencil reeds mixed with pads, and there's a lot of shade on it. Nothing. And seeing how hard they are hitting the frog, I don't think I'm gonna have to shake. Sometimes when it's cold, you gotta really like up and down, nice and slow with your creature bait when you're flipping. I don't think I'm gonna have to do that today. I think if they're in the area, they're gonna shoot over to it within 1 or 2 hops and just demolish it. And even like flipping there, I already cast a frog there, so I just doubt that a cast with a creature bait's really even effective. All right, I'm gonna make one flip with it. Right, oh, bad flip. Let's go left-handed, Tyler, how about it? There we go, amazing. All right, nothing on the biggest, greenest piece of stuff right there. So let's get the frog. I'm calling it now, I'm gonna catch one right there. Oh man, our frog got some junk on it. It's not the cleanest cast. There we go. Yeah, man, there's so much junk up there. My buzz toad is a sinking lure and it can almost float. How much junk we got. Yuck. And the algae is incredible up there. And by incredible, I mean bad. It is incredibly nasty. I'm gonna power pull up here. Come on now. Y'all wanna go up for me? No? All right, that's cool. That's cool. I've had problems with them the last few days I've used them here. There we go. Almost in a hollow belly frog for how gunky this is. Wow. All right. That's shallow over a bunch of junk. Man, if I don't catch one here, I'm gonna be shocked. Actually shocked. Okay, that was one. He literally came out of the water for it and totally missed it. Crazy. I can't believe they're in this nasty, junky junk. Ugh. That is not where I'd imagine largemouth bass would want to hang. Normally I say find the clearest water possible, which is out in front of this stuff today, but now they want to be in the gunk. Wow. Let's go again way up there. So far they are kamikazing my frog and not getting it. 3 bites, 1 landing. Not ideal ratio. All right, nothing there. Let's go ahead and flip a few of these mats that are just nasty. Bad cast. Bad cast, yep. A fish just bust over there. I just heard a fish bust. Interesting. That looks like a good little spot to fish. Nothing there. How about way up there? Dang. Not in this pocket, I guess. Can't lie, that is surprising. Dude, it's so shallow though. Maybe that's why. I can actually see the bottom in this spot. I've not been able to see the bottom in the other spots I fished. All right, well, I'm gonna go real quickly on the outside to the next opening. I mean, I'd love to just catch one randomly, you know, flipping a little point like this, but it does not seem like they're out here. Whee! And I wouldn't think they're on these patches of dying coontail out here on the opening. Possible, but I think they'd be more out there on a buzzbait on a cloudy day. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna fish this little strip here, but don't think that's gonna be the juice. It does look good though, even though it's dying. Looks like it's still got a little bit of green that a fish would want to be chilling in. And I've said a few times now, the greenest stuff. And you might be wondering, Tyler, what does that mean? Well, that means when grass dies off, it goes from green to brown to non-existent. And so you want to make sure, no matter the time of year, that you are fishing on the greenest, healthiest stuff possible. So especially at a time like the winter, early spring, and fall, when grass is generally not super healthy, if you can find healthy stuff, bass are going to be around that more on average. I'm going to cut in here. So I will skip entire sections of grass that is not healthy to get to good stuff. Just because I know percentage-wise the bass are probably not there. Now the fish I've gotten bites from today are kind of denying that trend, in that they're biting the shallowest, nastiest stuff. I'm just speaking in generalities here, all right? What I've noticed over the years. I do see a whole section of pads in this next corner though. I've not seen near that many pads and they look green. Yeah, so we'll see here in about 5 minutes. All right. Poking into the next cut. This one is not nearly as dredged. These people don't care a whole lot about getting to their dock easily. Not as much. Smack, hit a pad. Come on now, that felt really fishy. That felt really, really fishy. Darn. I was fully expecting a bite on that cast. Yeah, this is not turning out as easily as I had expected. Interesting. I'm gonna skip it underneath this dock. Oh, bad skip. I'm over a cable. Great. Got it. No fish anyways. All right, get me out of here. Dang. What was so good about that first cut? I guess it had more flat water in the cut that had openings around it and stuff. This just doesn't. I gotta clear my trolling motor. I got a bunch of gunk on it. Whew. There we go. Amazing. Got a big, I want to see what this big dead fish is over here. We got a big old dead something. It looks like a walleye. What is it? Big old dead walleye. Wow. A big wally, huh? That would have been a dang 7-pound wally. Kind of like the way these cattails are looking. They're more defined clumps and less so big field. It's kind of an interesting weather situation we're dealing with, because the high wind just in my mind gets it going and it makes me want to cover water. Like, it makes me think the fish should be active in the wind. But then I think about the wet, like the sun and how just bright sun it is, and it's post cold front. Granted, it wasn't major, but I mean, it dropped 10 degrees. So the fish in that scenario should be the opposite of active. So which one wins out? Does the wind stirring up the ecosystem win out, and so you throw lures that relate to those conditions, or does the cold sun win out and you go find places you can flip and pitch and fish slower? I don't know. Don't know the answer to that. My natural inclination is just to fish faster, so that's what I'm gonna do until it doesn't work. I just feel like it should. But I have yet to get even a swirl out here. So I just don't think that's the deal. I don't. And even though I haven't been fishing that long, you really got to take what the clues are giving you. The clues are that I got to get in the muck. I like how the water got clear right here, but maybe somehow the fish don't. We got some green stuff right here mixed in. I like the look of all this. We got a big old field of pads coming up. Good vibes, good vibes. Tough conditions, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I've not adjusted well. Like I've continued to try the same thing this whole Uncut, which is not what I want to do, but there's really not even a whole lot of options on this lake. Like, could I go fish out deeper? I could, but at least I've gotten bites up here. I've got no bites when I've tried that. So what's insanity? Trying the same thing and expecting different results? By fishing this kind of stuff, I feel like it's not doing that. I feel like I'm at least medium percentaging my way around the lake. Wish we had like an abundance of homes, so I had a bunch of high percentage areas to kick back into. Gosh, man, it's shallow and nasty. I just don't foresee them being, I'm gonna fish this, but there's no way. Gosh, it's nasty. Gosh. My boat's gonna have a dang scum mark on it. Dude, the slime on the water looks toxic. Looks like a sludge. Ew. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, yeah, yuck. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Well, I can't lie to y'all. I did a little bit of cutting action on this Uncut. I drove farther north to an area that I thought would be good. Get there, it looks good, and then I realized it's all of 8 inches deep. Trolling motor dang hitting the ground the whole time. Don't get a bite. Fish another 100 yards to, honestly, 300 yards, no bites. Skip a dock, no bites. And we're finally here to a dock area that I think I'm gonna catch one. I can't guarantee it, but I'm gonna come as close as I can to guaranteeing. Just because it looks like this home has dredged pretty good. They've still got their dock in the water, and it's an obviously deeper dock. So I'm making some casts with the frog over this shallow little pad section, and then I'm gonna get the jig out. Make a few skips. Because I think I'm gonna catch one here. It's really the first skippable dock I've seen all day. Let's give it a try. Not the best skip, but it was a skip. Man, that's too shallow. I've got to go. I gotta go here. That's also really shallow. Holy cow. Gosh. It looks deeper. They got the whole cover on their crest liner. But it is not that much deeper. This line's been sitting on this reel for 2 months in the boat. So, definitely has some memory on it. Welcome to Uncut, where you see everything. Except for when I use the bathroom, you don't see that. All right, guess I gotta turn the boat and get a better skip at it. If I don't catch one on like the lone remaining deep dock in this whole lake, I'm gonna be shocked. Wow. Oh, come on. Get off of there. Maybe they're in the shade. It's possible. This will absolutely blow my brains if I don't catch one here. That's crazy. We even got 2 owls on this dock. It's loaded. Wow. You think the birds would eventually realize the owls are fake, you know? But maybe not. Very convincing eyes on the owls. Menacing gold. That's crazy. See, that's crazy. One of the only dang docks left in this lake that's deep enough to hold a bass. And it's not preposterous, as I've said before on the channel. Preposterous. Gosh, man. Well, I'm gonna make a video out of this regardless, so whether I catch one and that's it, or we grind it through and catch a few more, you're seeing this video. So, man, I apologize, y'all. I'm trying. I'm probably gonna run to a different side of the lake, because obviously what I'm doing here is not working. I just kind of don't think it's the side of the lake. I think it's the day that I'm fishing. Tough, tough, tough. These fish don't want to bite. Don't want to bite nothing. And it's not like I'm, like not seeing bait fish around or whatever. In Minnesota, you never really see much of that in the shallows. I'm just surprised. The lack of fish, y'all. You're probably screaming at your TV right now, Tyler, throw something different. I don't think it's the lure. Maybe that's naive, but like I'm not gonna fish any more efficiently if I'm flipping. I tried that in high percentage areas. Didn't work. I just think this bite stinks. And that's how it goes. Some days you're gonna get them, some days they'll get you. All right, let's go try another end of the lake. All right, one more try, folks. Not vibing much at all, to be honest. We're gonna give it a shot. Now we're on the wind-blown side of the lake. I'm gonna cut up in the shallows. I may put on a swim jig, I know. I'll try something new. They've gotta be like active somewhere. I feel like. I could be wrong. Probably am wrong. Probably am. But it just feels like they should be active. The water's clearer here, the grass is greener. I just feel like it's got potential, you know? Okay, let's go. Gosh, if I can just like get a bite in one of these little pad fields, I will slow the heck. There we go. The heck down. Come on. Let's go, baby. Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you. What a fat fish for absolutely saving this video. I'm going to turn the camera here. Sorry, y'all. Lighting just got horrendous right here. Okay, maybe. Again, this fish could lead me astray, like the very one on the first 5 minutes of the video, but potentially this is a better area. Look at that right there. Look at that absolute chunk of a bass. He is 14 inches and he'll go over 2 pounds. What a chunk. What a chunk. And that, again, that hookup ratio on this bait is astronomically better than you'd think. Goodness. All right. Amazing. Chunky bass. Thank you. Thank you, fish. Thank you, Lord. All right, so I'm going to get a second braid rod and put a regular frog on it. Just because I feel like it's actually, even though this is the windy side, we're kind of around a corner right here. And I feel like calmer water, but yet deep and clean. I think this could lead to some good fishing here. So let me grab, definitely not throwing the throwback baits cheat code. It's not going to be a lure of choice today, considering how I'm fishing. Come on now. Move the bobber stoppers up. I'd like to keep those on. Anybody else out there keep their bobber stoppers on their braid? They just move them up. That's me. Guilty as charged. All right. We're going to go with a Strike King pop-in pad perch. Because what else would I throw, baby? Besides the best frog of all time. All right. Oh, it gives me some confidence and saves this video. I thought I was going to have to trash this. But this is some real stuff right here, y'all. Fishing spot after spot after spot, not catching diddly. Finally, get another bite, and it's right when I pull up to an area. So that's either amazing news or it's tough news. Because I'm not going to catch any after that. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and troll on high all the way up to the point and come down because I do not like the sun angle this way. So see y'all in a second. All right, we got some new life up in here, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Ow, I keep hitting my finger. Gosh, how am I doing that? Some new life up in these bones, up in these bobby bones. Got a little point of grass here and then an actual inlet, like a creek that goes in. And I did not see as I was running down, so definitely gonna fish up in here. It's really shallow though already, shoot. Maybe not. Maybe not. I love this reel, the Tournament Pro, my favorite topwater reel. I feel like it casts braid really well. I've not found the carbon fiber handle to break, even when winching on fish and like frog fish and slop. Pretty dang good reel. Come on, shallow fish. Come eat my frog. It feels weird to go slow now. It feels really weird to fish a frog this slow. But it feels like a better area. Like this whole zone just feels healthier. So maybe it was the side of the lake. We'll see if I get a few bites. One and done, then it's just random. And I apologize, y'all, for just the nasty. Actually, it doesn't look as bad as I thought. Just, yuck. Bad fishing, bad lighting. Yucky yuck. Oh, come on. Perfect cast. Pop, 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 pop. Come on, please eat it. Can I just get one big one, please? Uno grande bass. That jumping when I said one big one, please. That line probably needs to be in the intro or the teaser, whoever's editing this. Do, 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 do. Maybe they want something moving fast. I don't know. I'm gonna commit to the slow frog for a second though. These conditions would dictate slow frog. They would not dictate fast frog, so I'm surprised I even got the bites I did on them. That was not a good cast. That was not a good cast. That was. That was a good cast. Oh, in the springtime, they'd be loaded up in here, I bet. I bet they'd be loaded. Something flush me, please. Something flush me. Down the drain. Flush my frog. Down your face. You'll notice I'm not fishing my frog all the way back to the boat, and that's because my strike zone all day has just been up there close to the bank. So as soon as I get it 15 or 20 feet out, unless I'm paralleling like I am here, but if I'm casting this way, I'm only gonna fish the productive zone and then reel in, make a new cast. Just in the effort of making as many presentations as possible. That's too shallow. That's too shallow. I can see the bottom up there. Maybe they're not in this cut. I don't know. Maybe I should go fast through this cut. Kind of feel dumb. I just got a bite all the way over there and I'm fishing something different. But just gave me good vibes. It gave me good vibes, so I'm trying it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how much oxygen is back here. Yeah. I'll make a few buzz toad casts and then... Oh, I need a new buzz toad. That's true. Or buzz minnow. Not a toad, technically. I'm sure Strike King would like me to call it by its proper name, by its government issue name. As always, my tackle is linked down in the video description. The rods, reels, baits that I use, those are all affiliate links. So all you got to do to help out my channel continue to be a full-time job for me and my family is click those links. Make your cart literally for anything. You don't even got to buy the product that you click on. That just gets you into Tackle Warehouse, which, by the way, is the best place to buy tackle online for bass fishing. So just click those links, make your cart for whatever you want, and you're good to go. Your whole cart is then tracked to my account. So that'd be great. Doing that would help this continue to be my job. So thank you for contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Gonna miss that PBS slogan. Contributions from viewers like you. We can keep it alive and well here on Uncut Bass Fishing. That pontoon is loud, holy cow. All right, they're not gonna be back here. I would like it if they were, but the vibes aren't great back in this cut. Detour finished. Let's get back to where we caught them, or caught a fish. Oh. Zinger. Come on, the 5-pounder. And the 5-pound bass to slurp my frog. It's shallow on this point. Uh-oh. Shallow, shallow. Well, it is windy again, so I'm going to stick with the buzz. Oh, hello. Right here at the boat. Right at the boat off this point. Wow. A bass. So there are fish in this area. Cool. There are fish here. Yeah, maybe a swim jig is the way to go. I don't know. Everything in my body is telling me to throw a swim jig, but I don't want to. I'll throw a frog. Oh. 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 Ah, man. Okay, then I'm throwing a regular frog. There are fish right here. You want to power pull down for me? Guess I'll use this one. Come Come on, fish. You are loaded in this area. Don't know why. That is 3 bites in 10 minutes. I'm not catching them on a regular frog. Maybe they want to buzz one. Maybe you think slowing down would catch you some fish, but I don't know. Maybe my slowdown needs to be a swim jig. It's possible. Pop, 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 pop. Come on now. Wow. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. My decision brain has told me for an hour now to put a swim jig on. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and this camera's dying. New battery. Check, 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 check. Okay. Yeah. Snip off little Zal Dangerous swim bait. Don't need him anymore. Leave him in there. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves Evolution Outdoors ballistics tray. Get yours below. These are the best fishing trays I've ever used. I helped launch these products with a little freelance video, and code TRF2025 saves you 20% on your order. So there you go. Check it out. They've got tackle boxes, they've got tackle bags, they've got tackle solutions, line solutions, anything you need for fishing organization. Evolution also makes gun cases, so if you need a gun case for your hunting rifle, that kind of stuff, they got that too. All right, folks, I think I'm about to catch one. I think I'm about to start catching a few. I think I'm about to catch a few bass. At least I hope so. Little bit of swim jig. Ooh, yuck though. Nasty snot grass. That's not good. That's gonna make swim jig fishing a little harder. All right. Swim jig will go down for a second. Pick the buzz toad back up, make some casts. I just haven't gotten this many bites in one area the whole day, so trying to really slow down here. Pick it apart. Now, this is not going to be a video. I mean, if y'all made it this far, this is not a video where I catch 25 fish. You know, this is a much slower fishing day. I really think they like a buzzing topwater though. And this new buzz shad, it is close to as loud as a buzzbait. I mean, it's as loud as a quiet buzzbait, I'd say. So no reason for me to throw a buzzbait, unless I wanted some clanking. If it was overcast, I definitely would have one on. That's for sure. All right. Let's keep it moving. Want to go up, power poles? Want to go up? There we go. Yeah. Just eat it. Just eat it, eat it. Come on now. Come on now. I guess if I'm gonna have sun conditions and cold conditions like this, I'd rather have wind as well. I think, maybe. At least it gets fish moving around a little bit. If it was dead slick calm, I don't know if they'd be biting this at all. Bad cast, Tyler, goodness. Not good. There we go. Yeah. Come on. How? How am I getting a few bites than nothing? We're finally back to where I caught that first one right when I arrived. And you'll notice that from this angle, I'm working it all the way back to the boat because I'm casting I can't talk. I'm casting out to the deepest strike zone, and then my entire cast here back to me is in the strike zone because the water's deep enough and there's enough structure. Gosh, dang son. Let's go swim jig. Come on. Wow. How can I not throw a follow-up lure in there and get bit? It's crazy. That is crazy. Where do they go? Goodness. He stinking popped my frog out of the water. Wow. All right. Back to the frog. Wow. Gosh, he came out of the water for it, orchid whale style. Wow, he's so small. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, he was all of 7 inches. That's why he's not getting it in the mouth. Fun though, exciting, but not big enough. Wow. Aggressive. Aggressive bass. when they decide to hit, they hit good. At least we're getting bites. You know what I'm saying? I could be complaining about the size, but at least I'm having my blood flow a little faster. It was going pretty slow there for a while. My blood was like molasses. There he is. Come on, catch up, catch up, catch up. Oh my gosh. Oh. Holy cow, I've got a 7:5 to 1 gear ratio, and I could not catch that fish. Gosh. Oh, that's insane. That is insane. Man. Gosh. Surprising. Ate it and just right at the boat. That's the worst. That was a better one. It's hard to tell when they're running at you how big they are, but the bite and how big the wake was, that was a nicer fish right there. Darn it. We are getting bit, folks. Feels good. Feels so good to get bit. We're not ripping lips, we're getting bit. There we go. Oh my gosh, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. Why can I not catch these fish? They're coming at us so fast. Somehow I need to slow this down. Somehow. I guess rod tip even higher. I can crawl it a little slower. Oh, blood is pumping now. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, 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 oh. Another tiny one missed it. Wow. At least they're loaded in here. My chances of catching one feel way better. Way better down here. Come on. Come on, please. How about a regular, actually, you know what? How about I flip a jig in there? Not often you see many lay down trees in Minnesota. Yeah, it's shallow. There ain't no water on that tree. Never mind. Oh, wow. That felt good. In the shade the whole way. I guess not. I guess not. Oh, hey, next. Oh, well, one sec. My timer's going off. That was the official 2-hour timer. But as y'all can tell, this video is not 2 hours long. So we had quite a few speed ramps and cuts here and there. So let me set another 30. That's a 25-minute timer. I feel like that's a good time left to catch us a few. End this video out with a bang. I was about to say, next fish is comment challenge. So props to you who've made it all the way here. Pushed through an absolute dud of a fishing day. Hung with your boy Tyler. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all are the best. Next fish, comment challenge. And man, even just 75 yards that way, the water's cleaner than it is right here. So maybe that little pocket is where the fish are hanging. And they're not gonna be here, I don't know. I do not know where the wind blow. Oh, hello. Ah! As I'm just burning it in. Wow. As I'm burning it in, I get a bite. How about that? Felt small again, though. Chapstick break. I'm gonna fish for like 7-8 days in a row. Don't need to have my lips burning. That would be bad. I'm gonna cast out here. Nice and calm. A little more open water. Kind of doubt it, but it's been calling my name for a few minutes. Okay, never mind. My name has stopped being called. Oh, hello. This is one of those days where everybody and their dog is a applicable saying. Because everybody and their dog's out here. That should be a fish right there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, looks so good, looks so good. Wow, surprising. That little stretch right there had more fish in it. Interesting. Interesting. Kind of want to go back through that stretch. Even though most of the bites were small, I only lost one fish that was of any size. The wind is cooking on that cover, that boat cover. Maybe on this dock I'll finally catch one on a jig. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Probably not, but maybe. Maybe I'll catch one on a jig. Bum 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 bum. Maybe I'll catch a big old pig. No. These fish on this lake are not dock fish, which is so surprising. I've rarely found a lake that there's not dock fish. Rarely in Minnesota. In Texas, they're a dime a dozen. If they don't bite a jig on a dock, yeah, that's par for the course. Up here, though, that's rare. Especially in the fall when most of the docks are coming out of the water and they only have a few to choose from. Man, they load up on them normally. Not on this lake, holy cow. We can say forget about it. I'm gonna fish this next little stretch, and if I don't get bit, I'm gonna go back and finish on this section I just got a bunch of bites on. So obviously something's different about that. And you know what, I'll do the comment challenge now. Since I can't guarantee I'm gonna catch another one. Don't want to string y'all to the very end if you want to comment something. The comment challenge for today is going to be, what is, it's not going to be fishing related. If you could eliminate, it's going to be hot takes here. If you could eliminate one vegetable off of the world, get rid of it, which one would it be and why? Do you hate Brussels sprouts? Are you not a big fan of broccoli? How about asparagus? Let me know which vegetable you want to eliminate and why. I'll give you an asparagus story. Last night I didn't have a whole lot to eat, and when I got to where I was staying, the people that I was staying with, I guess they didn't know I hadn't eaten. I thought I was having dinner there, just misunderstanding, but they had some leftovers, and it was basically just asparagus, broccoli bits, and Parmesan. And it was good, can't lie. I had a big old plate of asparagus. And yeah, that wasn't good for my digestive system because this morning, part of the reason why I got out here at 10 a.m. instead of 7:30 when I wanted to, my digestive system was emptying itself in rapid fashion, if you know what I'm saying. Now, that doesn't mean I'm gonna eliminate asparagus because I do like asparagus. I just gotta eat it in moderation, you know? and have more in my belly besides just asparagus before I go to bed. So I'm not gonna eliminate asparagus, even though I had a recent bad experience. I'm gonna eliminate zucchini. I just don't, no matter how you cook it, man. I mean, cubed, I guess, is my favorite. Throw it in hibachi style. But man, if you try to like slice it, bake it in the oven, it's just slimy. Not a fan. I've not had a zucchini recipe that I've really loved. And my wife's a good cook, so it's not her fault. I just don't care for zucchini. So comment below. And you'll win a BuzzFrog package. That's the lure I'm giving away today, obviously, because I haven't caught diddly on anything else. Come on now. Get off of there. Get off of there. And yeah, this is crazy. I'm not catching any on, relatively good looking shallow stuff. I mean, there's a lack of pads. Honestly, we're back in an area here that's really got a lack of good nasty stuff. Not a whole lot of dying stuff. And that seems to be a weird constant today. Couldn't tell you why. Does not make any sense for that to be a deal. They want a little bit, a teensy bit of dead stuff. Too much sludge, they're not there. Too much clean, they're not there. You just need a little bit. Man, what a weird thing to pull up to two spots, the beginning and the end of the day, bookends, and have a fish right away, and then nothing. I say nothing, I got bites, but no landed fish. That's crazy. Not how it should be, folks, this time of year. And you'll see lots more uncuts in the next coming weeks and month or so from Minnesota from this trip. And I guarantee you I'm gonna catch them in different ways than I did today, and hopefully much, much better in future uncuts, because this is tough. This is tough, tough, tough. Not a fan of how tough this is. How? That is so beautiful. Man. How am I not catching them right here? This stuff is gorgeous. Holy cow. Dang. Crazy. Crazy, huh? This is awesome little pockets here. Wow. Shocking. Shocking, shocking, shocking. Gosh! There we go. Finally got one. That's what I'm talking about. I knew there'd be one in here. I knew it. You are not big, my friend. You're one of the smallest of the day. And you tore the nose of my frog. Man. But I'm grateful for you. Thank you, friend. See, this kind of thing here, hopefully my chest mount does this justice. Good looking water, 1.5 feet deep. It's kind of seemed to be the best depth zone today. Tall things causing shade, lots of vantage points for a bass to ambush stuff from. I probably should be flipping this area. But man, it's just so needle and haystack today. Not found a single area that's just full of fish that are all big enough to get this in their mouth. Let's screw on another frog here. Tuck the hooks in. I'm just glad we caught another one. That feels so good. So good. It's so good. It's so good. Baby, it's so good. That bite is violent though. Gosh, that's fun. Violent, violent bite. Oh, I did not break the tail. I keep forgetting that on this rage you gotta go boop and break that off. I forget about that. That was a bass boat. We got a bass boat over there. First one of those in a while. And I'm never gonna give up on the jig, folks. If I think I can catch one on it, I'm gonna skip it. I just can't believe in a shady dock in the fall that there's not a bass under there. Come on. Preposterous. Preposterous. Bad skip, Tyler. Bad skip. Good skip. It's crazy. There should be 7 bass under this dock. Oh, there's one. There's one. Whoa, big one. Big one. Finally got one on the dock. And you know what? He's not even that big. He was just fighting so hard. Get in here. What a fatty. Y'all gotta check out how fat this boy is. Gosh. Look at that fish. 2.5 pounds, 14 inches. Unbelievable, the size of that. Wow. Chunker dunker. Hey, we got one on the jig. Let's go. That fills me with joy. Finally. I knew there'd be one. And that fish did the best thing possible. He bites and swims out of the dock. So when I set the hook and he goes, he's not doing that under a dock next to a bunch of cables and pipes. He's doing that out in the open. So thank you, my friend. Big time blessing there. Didn't even shred my line. Oh, this area just has more fish, y'all. This bank in general. I wish I'd come here an hour ago. Darn. At least I'm here now, though, eh? At least I'm here now. That was fun. I love that noise. The noise of fluorocarbon line ripping against water. Oh, so good. So good. I think one thing I did wrong today too is the flipping setups that I made were too heavy. I think they were 3/4 ounce or 1 ounce weights. I needed 1/2 ounce at a maximum. I was definitely flipping a little too heavy. Because I want to flip this right here, but it just looks too shallow to flip with the 1 ounce weight that I got. Oh, that feels good, baby. That feels good. Ba-da, 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 ba. The way that it should, yeah. Ba-da-da-da-da. All right, let me get to flipping here. I know I just said it's too heavy to flip, but it's what I got. Don't feel like rigging up a new one. Where is my regular frog? There it is. Dang. Had high hopes for that little pocket here. All right, last cast on this section right here. Regular frog. We're getting out of the good bank line that has been, you know, cattails. Has been pads and openings in the bank, and we're getting to the same thing we started off, the points with the cattails. So I'm gonna head back up this way. Apologize for the bad lighting. You'll see mostly chest mount footage heading this way. Can't believe I finally got a dogfish. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna flip a few casts in where I got the frogfish over here. Oh, whoa. Caught my braid. There we go. Bad flip, Tyler. There we go. There we go. Yes, I knew it. Get in here. Yo, come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about. 2-pounder. See, I knew there'd be more fish in here. Yes. Rattling Rage Craw. Chunky dunk. That's a 3-pounder. Yes, sir. Come on. Oh, that's fun. I'm going to spin around. I want you guys to get good lighting, so I'm going to come back through this from the other angle. That could be the only one I catch right there, but I hope not. That's what I'm talking about. Come on now. Come on now. Thank you. Whoa, it's windy. Gosh. Windy City, call it Chicago. Call it Chicago. Oh, give me a 4-pounder. Give me a 4-pound donk. Donk, 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 donk. Donk, 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 donk. Donk, 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 donk. Come on. There we go. Come on, please. A big one to finish out on the punch rig. What a cast. Be a bass in there. Come on now. Oh, perfect little shade pocket. How is there not? Oh, my timer's going off. Don't care. I ain't done yet. I ain't done yet. We almost done, but I ain't done yet. We're saying, man, forget the timer. Give me a chungus. Give me a chungus bass. Give me a big old chungus. Big old flip me up a chungus. Come on. Come on now. Come on, brother. Flip me up a chungus. Only 2 in this patch. Don't believe it. Press X for doubt. Press X for doubt. Man, crazy, crazy, crazy. I guess even the loaded spots don't have that many fish today. So what did I learn from today's fishing adventure? That's a question I always like to ask myself after every single fishing day. And today I learned 2 main things. 1, don't be as stubborn with the lures that you initially find success with unless the pattern is just so obvious it is impossible to deny. I thought that was the case with the area I was fishing and the buzz frog. It just wasn't. And after fishing for what must have been an hour and a half afterwards and not having any success to speak of at all on that, I should have ditched it a lot sooner than the hour and a half it took me. And the second thing I learned is that my decision making is good, but maybe I'm just out of it and I haven't fished in the bass boat in a while. I've been doing jet boat stuff, but my decision making is not fast enough. And so I need to be better at, if something's not working, not just switching lures, which I didn't do soon enough, but also switching spots. This lake is not that big. It took me 2 minutes to run to the other side. I could have done that 55 minutes, an hour earlier and found those fish and was able to replicate that maybe on the south end of the lake a lot sooner and had you guys not only a more fun video, but also had more fun for myself. So don't stay stubborn to lures and don't stay stubborn to spots. That's the 2 things I learned today. Now, sometimes doing those 2 things, being stubborn in both ways, catches you a giant fish, but today that wasn't the case. So hopefully y'all still enjoyed today's episode. I am proud that I pushed through and I found some good fish in really, really tough conditions. I'm gonna go try to film a second uncut this evening, and man, I hope the fishing is better at another lake because it was just not all that good here. But if you want to watch my last buzz frog video where I first initially discovered my love for this thing and I caught a lot more fish and bigger ones, that'll be clickable up here in this corner. The longer y'all stay on my Uncut Bass Fishing channel, the better it does in the algorithm, so I'd really appreciate it if y'all would always watch the next video. My name's Tyler. It's a dang pleasure. Check out the merch linked below, and we'll see y'all next time right here on Uncut Bass Fishing.